Welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty here on College Football 26, where we are in year 7, back in the Big Ten Championship game for our 4th straight year and looking to get our 4th straight Big Ten title. We have got one of our tougher opponents that we have had here over the past couple of weeks or so, as the Nittany Lions are always really solid. They typically have been better than at least what this team appears to be on the hoof for a lot of this. We are coming off of a 45-20 win over Indiana. The Hoosiers' offense really created some big plays. I think they did a solid job. Defense was not great, though. It was not really up to task. But we got a big jump up in competition. Penn State is probably right along the lines of this Washington squad. Better than this Minnesota team that gave us fits. Probably better than this Illinois team. Probably roughly in line with this USC. So should, in theory, be a pretty solid football game. Though the Nittany Lions are ranked number 4. We're ranked number 3. They're at 11-1 on the season. Got some impressive victories over A&M and Oklahoma out of conference. Tight win over Northwestern. Tight win over UCLA. The Bruins, first time we've been to the Big Ten Championship game and not played them in the series. Beat up on Iowa. Beat up on Nebraska. They lost by a couple of scores to Ohio State, who has clinched a playoff berth as well. Michigan State, 8-point win there. Bloodied up Indiana, and then beat Oregon by 5 points. So they got some really, really solid wins. So while the talent may not be that strong, the record to me indicates that this is a good football team. At quarterback, they got James Verrett at quarterback. I don't know why I said that twice. Sorry. Verrett is a 3-year starter for them, so we have seen him. He has not really developed as much as I would have thought he would have, but he's been really good. He is counted as a dual threat, but not one that runs the ball a whole lot. Good athlete, good throw power. I mean, what is he just circumstance that he has not developed? He's got, okay caps and stuff. Okay. Just has not overly taken big leaps, but, just looking at this, good athlete, good enough arm for sure, and the accuracies are pretty solid as long as he's, standing. If you can get pressure on him and force him to throw on the run, he's not as accurate. They have an elite running back, one of the best in the country here in Dalton Menace, a senior, number 34. Okay. Just take a second, look at his stats. So he's coming from Georgia Tech, had 1,000 yards for the Yellow Jackets last year, 15 touchdowns, had 11 touchdowns the year before. Put up over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. This is probably an all-conference. This is probably a Big Ten running back if I had to guess. Really good top-end wide receiver here in Devontae Barkley. Not very tall, but certainly explosive. Really good acceleration. Good change of direction. He is likely to be a problem for us. The wide receivers around him are kind of what you would like. Obviously you want a mix of the size and speed, but let's say, your number one option is the only guy you're going to have that's super explosive, and he's on the smaller side. Getting the 6'4", 6'5" guys can really help play off that. All these guys, or 2 of these guys, have some kind of 50-50 skill to them. James Darling is a sure hand guy. So these guys are not overly explosive, but they cause problems just because of simply how large they are. And they can make plays down the field. Elite tight end in Jalen Penny, but he is out in this game. As he has an Achilles tear, so his career is over, unfortunately, for the Nittany Lions. But I got a good couple of tight ends behind him that are actually faster than he is. So really, really explosive overall offensive group when you count, the quarterback having some rushing ability with a good arm, the explosiveness at wide receiver, mixed with a couple of other guys that are big, and then explosive tight ends and explosive running back. Offensive line, great left tackle. Assuming they're kind of moving some of these guys around, this would make this a really good line. You got Haywood here at left tackle. You might have his backup at right tackle. You got these 2 guards here, I'm sure, playing left and right guard, and then a pretty solid back swing tackle as well. So really good offensive line. Defensive line is certainly a massive step up from what we've had, but they are going to be missing their defensive tackle here. And Princeton Falk has a dislocated hip. Unfortunately, it's just literally out for this game. But really, really good backups behind him, so that's not really a problem. One elite player at linebacker here in Taylor Simpson. The rest of these guys are decent athletes. They're solid, good linebackers, but not elite talents, I would say. They're pretty slow at their top two cornerbacks. So that's something to maybe try to keep an eye on. 86 and 87 speed, but they are 6'2 and 6'3. A little bit faster here with Gint and Charles. Don't know how much these guys are going to play. And then, of course, they're on the smaller side. Not that we have a gigantic wide receiver room. But just something to keep in mind. Maybe some opportunities to take shots down the field. But they do have an eraser here at safety. Dale Thorpe, a redshirt sophomore, is already a 90 overall base and 91 with the boost. 93 seed. Markham is right behind him with 92 speed. These are the kind of safeties I've been hunting for this entire series and just been unable to bring in. But there's not a lot of safety depth here. So Markham and Thorpe definitely your two safeties here. And I would imagine some of these other guys are probably backing them up there. So a really, really good Penn State team. We'll see how this goes. We have had some success against Penn State, certainly in this series. Trying to think off the just a quick top of my head. I don't think I've lost to Penn State. Maybe back in year 2. But yeah, so we'll come back here. Obviously, we have won. The next series I do, I'm going to keep a better track of the records of the our against teams we play, because sometimes I do forget that. We have played UCLA 3 straight times. Pretty well have bludgeoned them every time. UCLA has just not been a good matchup against us, really at all. See how Penn State does here, though. It's a top 5 matchup here in the Big Ten championship. Both these teams have earned the right to the college football playoff regardless, at least in I can't imagine one of these teams losing and then falling out of the top 12. And then Ohio State looks like they have clinched their berth in the Big Ten, in the college football playoff as well. So this is a game that's, to give yourself the first round bye is a massive thing here. I do think that the loser of this is going to miss out on that first round bye. You do get to host a game, at home in the playoffs. But we're trying not to worry about that here in year 7. As your Boilermakers are getting ready to take on the Nittany Lions. Huge matchup, big implications. Here at Indianapolis Lucas Oil Stadium, ready to get underway here. And we are going to be kicking off to start things off. I really worry with how bad our defense has been at times. You're now facing, with my estimation, this is a big return here for the Nittany Lions right out of the gate. Already across midfield, and Penn State has got momentum. What I was going to say, our defense has certainly struggled plenty of times here early, not early, but struggled plenty of times on defense when we face guys with big wide receiver groups, with some explosive wide receivers, but really a good offensive line, a good run game can really balance a lot of things out against us for the teams that we play against. So this is one of the better offenses we have played in a while. Again, we have really struggled against some of these units this year. Back to throw. There's nobody open, but there's the scramble ability for Barrett, a gain of 6. Look at all those 5-star commits we've gotten this year. Love to see it. Second and 4. Running back goes out in motion. They go underneath quickly over to the tight end, a gain of 3. Carter and Treadwell there on the tackle. They're going to come out in the goal line here on 3rd and short. I don't know if there's any way to consistently beat this. Going to play on the outside, let the guys in the interior try to stop it. The quarterback sneak does work. First down. Try to hold off on pressure until I feel like we really need it. I think I'm going to try to change that up and send a blitz at a key opportune time. We'll try to play base coverage. It'll be a read option. Barrett got a pretty good run out of that. Another 6-yard gain on first down, keeping them ahead of the chains. Good read option. Go empty here, running back and tight end each in the slot with 3 wide receivers. So Wolf tried to get a little pressure there on the inside, but another pass underneath. Be a first down. Josh Menace already 2 catches on the day for him. Go 2 tight ends, going to give us an opportunity. We're going to send somebody extra here. Really shore this up. We got 6 guys coming, everybody else in man coverage. Able to drop that off to the fullback out of the backfield, and the Nittany Lions are inside the 5. Off to a really hot start. Brett's coming off a 3-touchdown performance. Now I think it's the time to try to send a blitz here. Brett's on the outside. Gonna be a run play. Mallory comes in, sticks his nose in there, but not at the 1. I don't know how you stop the quarterback sneak, which is what I'm assuming they're going to be doing here. Nope, just a straight handoff up the middle, and the big kick return for Penn State coming off of the bad kickoff. Leads to a really quick drive. Rhett and company looking really, really strong there. Oh, Menace. Puts them on the board. Likely an all-conference running back. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0. Yeah, early worries about the defense really held strong there on that possession. Quarterback scramble and a read option play certainly helped them out there. As Emmett Melton, 5-star true freshman, is going to take that one for a touchback. So they shouting out Corey Abram on offense, and then Philip Treadwell. Treadwell makes a lot of sense. It's going to be an all-conference, probably an all-American linebacker for us. We struggled to run the ball against Indiana. This is a better defensive unit. Got 2 tight ends out here to start. Just gets blown up. Lost 3 to get us started. Not a great look. A quick 3rd and 15. Try to get that out to Mills, but it's going to be dropped. Quarterback did a nice job coming in there, so hard to be too upset there. But this is a 3rd and 13. Big screen out to Poe. All over it, a gain of 1. So we lose 2 yards on 3 plays. It's a 3 and out to get things started. They almost come back and punt that, and they almost roughed the punter. But solid punt nonetheless. Penn State with really good field position. Got to play sound defensively. 1st and 10, quick RPO. Get it out, that's the star running back, Barkley, Barkley. In a 4. Second and 6. Can we send pressure? Gonna have to press. Gotta get this pressure to land. It's going to have to pretty much be instantaneous. Quick read. Quick out. Eating us up there. So, let's come out man. The double bracket look. Switching the zone coverage. A little swing pass out to the back. Good tackle from Ali. Gain of 3. I think this is going to be a run play. It is. Did enough to kind of slow him up, but got no additional help there. Menace, hard-nosed running. 2 tight ends. One play here again. Oh, it's a play action down the field, and it's an absolute dot from James Barrett. Finds Barkley. I don't know that he caught that. Inbounds. I think we're going to throw it. No, he did not catch that. No, sir. That is not inbounds. Not inbounds. He is not inbounds. I don't. Hey, let him keep it. So we're going to end up burning a timeout. Is his foot down right there? I guess it is. Okay. A bad challenge. Now we're in a bad spot. Penn State's about to be up multiple scores here. This is about as well as we can design this here. Brett has a quarterback blast. That was a key part to our Tulane offense last year. A little diamond empty package with a quarterback run game behind it. Got to stop this run. Breaking tackles. Mallory comes in and helps clean it up. Now we're back to the goal line, though. Golly. Be huge to get a stop here. We do not, though. The quarterback sneak works, and Penn State off to an outstanding start here. 13-0. Have to assume they're going to make this 14-0 after the extra point. That is exactly what they do. Okay, 14-0. Might have run into a buzzsaw today. Melton on the return to the 18. Let's just get things going. We're okay. Been in these situations before. Underneath. There we go. Nestor making a play, breaking a couple of tackles, gets the first down. All right, just get us in rhythm. QB run game here. Come on, guys. Come on. Appears to be a really undisciplined day for us. They just got to kind of get things under control. That's really all it is. That's only. Sampson throws an interception, and Penn State may be getting ready to dog walk Purdue out of the stadium. That's a horrible decision. That's the first thing I'm trying to do is read this outside throw to Abram. The cornerback comes underneath there. And then I think this guy is just going to run. I just don't allow it to like set up so I can see it, right? So what this is probably going to end up being, should have been just a swing out to the running back. Nobody else is really open. Nobody else is open at all. But instead, I think he's going to run with the tight end, but I don't let his like hips swing. This time I'm already throwing it right to the spot he's at. Okay. 1st and 10. Purdue's in trouble of being down 3 touchdowns here. Nice play there from Wolf. You got to find somebody's got to make a play. Like we need to get a turnover ourselves. Red is playing on fire though here early on. Good tackle from Sermon. That's an explosive otherwise. Make a play. We're going to show blitz and then, we're going to come out of this. Good throw up the seam. I mean, that's the thing with running that double mug look is those guys may not necessarily get to that zone fast as you want it to. Fringe does. Great start to this. I don't know. This is ugly. This is really ugly. First and goal. RPO knocked away. They're going to have 3 touchdowns, and we have 1 first down. Handoff. Shut it down here. We'll take us to the second quarter with Penn State extremely likely to score at least 3 points. Trying to keep them out of the end zone. Right now you're trying to do damage control. This is a dreadful first quarter. It is 8 yards of offense for Purdue. I don't know that they're going to run it. There we go. Kranchik makes a big play. All right. Able to get him into the backfield there. Really, really nice play. All right, so you're kind of containing here. Maybe they somehow missed this field goal. I doubt it. We get Irving off the edge. We cannot. Okay, so 17-0 game. We got to go score. We get the ball to start the second half. It's not a completely doom and gloom yet. We've made comebacks in situations like this. It's just you got to get control of things. Get a first down on the last drive on the opening play, but then we have the false start, and all of a sudden we're backed up. I make a terrible decision. Put us in a bad spot. Cool, calm, and collected here. What do the linebackers do? Come out. Just have to dump that underneath the Mills. Not going to get a lot on that play. Underneath quickly to Tranquil. Getting a rhythm here. UB blast. Sampson a gain of 7 there. Get this split zone to work. There we go. Oh, come on, Willis. Got to hold that block. 3rd and 2. Certainly looks like man. Nope, zone. Underneath the Nestor. Second first down catch for him for the day. Just 3 guys out there to guard 2. Got to the inside. Nestor with a big explosive. Nice block on the outside. There we go. Might be a Nestor game. Come on. I need a block on that linebacker there. Open up that hole. Really good in the safety spots. Good catch to Poe. Probably could have gone to Abram there. Third and 2. It's not necessarily 4 down territory here, but I'll start again. Ball start again. Okay.
Okay, ready?
No blitz. Try to get it to Abram. Okay. It's okay. I should have dropped it off to Spurlock. That's on me. All right, need to get this field goal with Runyon. 17-3. We're on the board. Drive stalled out, but I didn't like the way that 3rd and 2 play was set up. Tried to go to more of a mesh concept. We were trying to go for a jet touch pass to the right side. They had an extra defensive back really close to the line of scrimmage over there. I didn't know how much room we were going to have to operate. This is a huge drive defensively. We play really sound football here. That is not playing sound football. Barkley, wow. Look at this. I try to do this sometimes. It just never seems to work out. So the throw is to the back shoulder. Allows him to turn up the field. And he has got like 98 acceleration. Just puts Lett and Mallory, just leaves them in the dust. Not even playing like aggressive man or anything. And that somehow turns into just a massive explosive. You got to find guys have got to make plays. One play. Okay, Cornelius and company there. Handoff here. Come on, guys. Michael's able to help bring down the tackle there, but ends up getting 4 yards off of that, which should have been a loss of yards. I don't know that I can trust my guys in zone coverage. Going to try to play underneath. Run play. Nice job from Mallory. Come in and shut that down. Hold him to another field goal attempt here. After the big explosive, that's a huge win. Huge win. And I hit the kicker. You were kidding me. Oh.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Two false starts, roughing the kicker. We are not playing good football. We're in really big trouble here. Great play by Hardrick. Quick screen, just too explosive. Gets to the outside, no outside containment. We got to go score a touchdown. This is a do or die drive for us. Cannot believe I dove into the kicker in that spot. I'm trying desperately to like keep points off the board, and there's like no chance of that even being like that's the worst part of not even close. We got to go get a touchdown right here. Right now. I'm not so sure if it's not reasonable. This is not 4-down territory. Abram. Big catch for him. Like if it's reasonable at all, this feels like. Nestor, good catch. Good throw to kind of keep him as much out of harm's way as we can there as well. How does this safety play over the top to the left side? Gonna try to float that out there. Come on, Sampson. Golly. Trying to hunt the explosive. He just doesn't. God, he just can't make that throw. He just can't. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. They played this pretty well. 3rd and 2, and I am already feeling like desperation. Could have dumped it off to the running back. I never even looked his way. Looked like this guy was covering Tranquil. Doesn't go with him at all. That's on me. That's 2 interceptions I've thrown over the middle of the field that are inexcusable. Just me hurting the team. We're going to get run out of the stadium. Sack comes through. Okay. Boykins. Dorian is hurt. 2-minute warning. Can we keep him out of the end zone? You keep him out of the end zone. Screen over. Blocked extremely well. Breaks 2 tackles. I mean, I have conservative tackling on. 3rd and 8. Got to get him off the field here. Let's call a timeout. So what hurts is then you miss the throw, like Sampson misses the throw the play before. Quick screen. Got to fight through that. Let's go. Let's get a stop. All right, use our last timeout. If not, they're going to run down about 30 seconds anyway. Need to cook something up here offensively. This has been an awful game. Into the end zone. All right. It's going to be a situation I'll probably kick the field goal early if I have to. Tranquil. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Mills, okay. Now he's hurt. That'll at least stop the clock. Ain't too mad at it. Just gonna dump this off the spur lot. Hurry it up. Not really a lot to work with out of this formation, which is not fun. Abram does not get the first down. Have to hurry it up. Get that out to Abrams. Get out of bounds. Okay, take that. Okay. That covered everything really well there. Nestor on this right side. What kind of throw is that? Okay, 4th and 4. Probably too far to kick a field goal. What are we doing, man? Sampson with a horrible throw. This is going to turn into a pick 6. Expect to wake up today and play a game of football like this. (31-3) at halftime. Defense is starting to play better. Beat ourselves up in the first half. Bunch of bad penalties. 3 interceptions. That pick 6, that's a horrible throw. The first 2 interceptions are very clearly on me. Like, I'm not taking anything away from that, but this is I'm trying to throw it kind of at his back shoulder, and Sampson it's just not close. One drive at a time. We just don't create enough havoc defensively. Like, this is a really bad spot, obviously. I mean, it's clear as day. We're down 28 points. We're down 4 touchdowns. I've scored 3 so far today. I got 7 yards rushing. Did I get that out of control? I guess all of a sudden you start falling behind, and then I start panicking. 23 passes. I mean, I haven't run the football at all. I haven't even tried to run it. One of those things that, like, somebody watching is on YouTube. Wow. Great play by 94. Yeah, it's one of those things that somebody watching on YouTube notices more than I do live. This is not good. Not good. All right. Let's let it work. Up the seam, we're going to strike. Really just a bad play design there for Penn State. All right. Get one on the board. Yeah, really bad play design there. They showed heavy blitz, and they're not man-aligned at all. So really at that point, it's more just, does the blitz land before you can make a throw? And maybe they didn't blitz. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong. They didn't blitz, just absolutely, they said an extra person, but just a horrible setup for them with what the play, the formation I was in. Frank Will with the explosive, 31-10. I wish they would do that every play. It'd be great. Got to find a way to do something defensively. At their own 9. If ever there was a time for us to get like a strip sack fumble, just a quick 3 and out, it being backed up behind their own 10 would be a great spot to do that. And a 4. That's just great blocking, man. Just outstanding blocking. Penn State with another explosive. This is outstanding blocking. That's going to set up really well. Great call against that. Just a perfect call. Tackle. Underneath. Good tackle there. Wilkins is hurt. It's not great. Probably our best pure edge rusher. 3rd and 9. Gotta get off the field. Force the field goal here. 3-possession game. Let's keep it at least a low 4-possession game. Running back out in motion. Just make the tackle. Make the tackle. Also 2 there. All right, so we give up the big explosive run. Do a decent job behind that. Let them to a field goal. 34-10. Got to score quickly. Up. Sometimes I wish they would just naturally kneel it out. Instead, he tried to take it out. At that point, I have to take control. 2 tight ends. There we go. Nice run. 1st down. Okay, let it roll. This might be a little bit better setup. I ended up getting way outside. I went to block this up well. Yeah, they're all over it. Number 6 had himself a day. And the best player on the field. Probably one. Let's try to bear. Am I missing something here? Because like I'm quickly reading the middle of the field. It looks like their linebackers are kind of staying. I can't really throw it to anybody there. There's nowhere to throw it. At that point, I threw it kind of right as he was cutting. Wow, that's the kind of the bad thing that ends up happening. You start second guessing everything you do. Certainly showing 5-man rush here. They do. Give the 5-man rush. Tranquil. Nice explosive. 3rd and long. Get the first down. Good blocking. All of a sudden we're having, guys getting hurt every play, seems like. It's one of those games, man. We're going to just quickly audible to the QB blast here. Let's get the first down. We'll do it again. QB blast up the middle. Sampson. They have nobody. Middle of the field. Back-to-back times, just putting it in his hands. Certainly looks like I've done a really bad job as of recent of running this play. There we go. Get it out, Dominic. We get in the end zone. Put your head down. Out at the 1. Where has this been the whole game? Where was this all day? All of a sudden, the offense can score. It's crazy. I love a zig here. We can't run that from over there. Okay. Got the 2-point conversion. 34-18. It's a 2-possession game. Holding them to that field goal ended up being big because we were able to get the score and get the 2-point conversion. Okay. You got to stop the explosives here on defense. Just don't have a choice. Play action. Golly, come on. I think I need to stop it. It's just a good play, though. Catches it immediately. I only have one guy out there. It's a spin move. That's just a good play. That's not necessarily on me. That's just a guy making a play. 2 tight ends, pistol set. Throw it again. There's Barkley. First down. Got to hold him like a. Got to get off the field this 3-down set here. This 3-down set. Have to get off the field. Cannot let them keep getting it, in the field goal range, at least adding points that way. Got to get a stop here. Wiley gets off the blocks till a gain of 4. Just got to find it. Got to find the right play at the right time defensively. Pressure's going to come through. Covered it well. Got the running back in the back to block. Pretty much just a 4 verts play. All go. The running back never came out though because we sent the extra man. So that was calling the perfect play at the perfect time is all that was. And then because I covered with Mallory, I was able to cover the guy coming across the middle of the field. Just all day. Come on. Come on, Ali. Ali! Knocked it away. Let's go. Make a play down the field. Come on. Ain't over yet. Let's go. Huge play, Ali, in one-on-one coverage. The Poe's got room to work. Doesn't get any kind of block at all there from Ordonez. First and 10, 3 wide receivers. Get this out to Nestor. He's going to get a first down. Offense is trying to heat up. Could be a big run here for Spurlock. Juke back to the inside. Cross midfield across the 45. Down at the Penn State 44. Just gonna try to hand it off there. Yeah, look like they covered the RPO side well. It's okay. All right. Into the fourth quarter. It's a 34-18 game. Played so bad in the first half, man. We've outgained them. Like that's the silly thing. But the turnovers have been throwing 3 first half interceptions, one of them being for a pick 6. Put you down 4 touchdowns is a really bad look. All right. 2nd and 11. It's a spot you need to find a way to make this Ooh, Nestor. Great grab. Oh, I thought he overthrew that into an interception, to be honest with you. Came out his hand hot. I thought that was going to be a pick. Sampson's been so good recently. Doesn't catch it. We have to go for this. I don't think we have a choice. I don't feel like we do. Fourth and 3. Sampson's gonna scramble on a 4th and 3. It's inside the Penn State 25. That might be the biggest. That's probably the biggest play of the season for him. They cover this perfectly, man. Got just enough blocking. He's just a good enough athlete. Oh, come on. Poe makes a play. I made a bad decision. Got really lucky there. I at least noticed it in time where I could kind of change where we were throwing it to. Kind of change the spot for like any of these plays right now. We are in desperate straits. Might be a touchdown. Might be a touchdown. Nope, not going to be a touchdown, but big play inside the 10. A little too wiggly there. Essentially a 2-read throw here. Come on, let's go. Abram for a score. Got him one-on-one. Guy playing inside leverage, able to make the throw. Good throw, too. Really good throw. It's a huge play. Double drag up over. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 34-26, Purdue trying to make a comeback out of this. All right, starting field position again for Penn State. Both these teams have done a really bad job of giving themselves favorable spots to start drives outside of Penn State getting all the turnovers, of course. RPO, big play to Barkley. He is lethal, man. Seems to make our guys look like they're running in quicksand. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Just stay calm. It feels like they've got 100 broken tackles. So we'll off this. Just a great throw up the field. Wow, man. Wow. Let's see. Does anybody like misplay something? I mean, Treadwell gets deep just late getting there, covering the other guy. That's just a good play design. Then he's got his hips kind of turned the wrong way. That's just a great play. I can't. I got to find something though. Nope, it's come out of that. Ain't it 2. Really in danger of this becoming a 2-score game again. We got to. It's like the bad thing is I want to try to send a blitz, try to back them off of this spot, but just in case we get a stop, try to make this a harder field goal. I like how it's set up. I think we're going to be risky here. Let's go. Good play, Ordonez. Oh, they're going to show going for it. Oh, got really lucky to even get the stop on that play. The guy's the backfield. Oregon's a fullback. They're going to throw out of it, though. Sherman knocks it away. We get a 4th down stop. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Oh, my goodness. What a game. This was a 31-3 game at halftime. Good blocking, good run from Spurlock. Second and inches. Please go. Like I'm desperately trying to just snap the football. Run up the gut and Spurlock's across midfield. Okay. 4 minutes left in this game. I mean, certainly I can't take all day just in case if we do score, we don't get the 2-point conversion, another 1st down there to Abram. Got to be conscious about everything we're doing right now. This safety has consistently come down in this spot. Doesn't do it here. We're going to try to float it to the outside, and Abram brings it in. Take your shots. What a throw from Sampson. Oh, what a game. Brody Sampson missed that throw earlier. Safety leans to the inside, creates a void to give us a chance to go to the outside shoulder here of Abram. Same thing we tried to do earlier, except the safety came up in that spot and then Sampson overthrows it. This time Sampson with a dot. See, the safety is already in a spot where he's more in the box. He's not really playing deep. That already kind of gives you that shot to maybe take on the outside. And as soon as he kind of turns his hips towards the inside, if Abram gets any kind of clearance on that cornerback, I'm going to this. If it ends up getting intercepted, this is a time to take a shot. What a throw from Sampson to give his guy a chance. All right. Got to go get this, though.
On the set.
2-point conversion again. Already gotten 2 of them. Ah, knocked away. Okay. That's why you try to score quickly, though. 34-32. Defense has played their tails off here in the second half. Has given up a couple of explosives, but has been able to hang tight otherwise. Gave up an explosive on the last drive. Penn State, instead of kicking that field goal, decides to go for it on 4th down. We had a chance to tie it there. We were unable to do so. Got 3 timeouts to work with. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. They've been really good their first play of every drive, it seems like, of making something happen. They get a first down there. I mean, we have him in the backfield. Bet him with 2 people, one of them falling towards the ground, though, so I guess he doesn't really count. What about this? Come on, just make a play. Come on. Decide to throw it. Throw over the middle, incomplete. Make the tackle. All right, 3rd and 3. Probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning, I would guess. Pistol full diamond. I mean, this is a situation. If they beat you throwing the football, they beat you throwing the football. I don't think you can let them run it necessarily. This is going to be a pass. Sack's going to come through, though. Marcus Wiley. Nobody, I think the running back may have clipped him, but he is coming straight free here. Lined up right over the left guard. They try to go outside and hope the running back can come up. Running back glances him, but Wiley with the biggest sack of his career. Call a timeout. Got 1:57 left. Need a field goal to win. 2 timeouts to play with. Not much there. Okay. Underneath the tranquil, cuts to the inside, it's a first down. I'm actually going to run it here. And off to Ahmed, it's going to be a first down. Now we can hurry it up. Open over the middle is Tranquil again. Already in field goal range. Penn State calls a timeout. Trying to get another first down, man. Spurlock up the middle. Have to use another timeout. All right, so I got 2 timeouts to play with, so we're not in any kind of horrible situation here at all. Yep, I'm going QB blast. Slides down, we get the first down. Closer. Up the middle of the field. That's what we want right here. That's all I want. cannot believe we're going to find a way to win this.
Ready?
I'm just coming out. I don't know that I'm even going to snap the football here. I don't want to do something weird. We're going to let it run, call a timeout, run play up the middle. I'll just run like a quarterback sneak or something. I think that's the play. Oh, I took the screenshot. There's more than 10 seconds left, so I can't. It's not going to end the game.
Delay of game.
I pressed the screenshot button in the middle versus the timeout. Okay. Now let's call a timeout just in case, so nothing funky happens here.
Ready, ready.
That would have been really bad if that would have been like to call a timeout for the game. Just a quarterback draw, or running back draw, excuse me, right in the middle of the field. All right. We ain't made the kick yet. Let this clock run down. 2 seconds. Take the timeout. Kick is up, kick is good, and a 31-3 comeback is complete. Down 31-3 at halftime. We never quit, never give up, just consistently went out there and tried to make plays in the second half. Offense got hot, created big plays down the field. Sampson, I was horrible in the first half. He was horrible with the last interception. Ended up being a pick six, but created so many big plays down the field, giving guys like Abram a chance to go make a play there to give us that opportunity to go win the football game. The defense clutched up, gave up big plays. That fourth down conversion where they don't kick the field goal and instead they go for it on like a 4th and 1, 4th and 2. We get the stop, end up getting the win in that spot. That gives us the opportunity to then go make the touchdown pass to Abram. We fail the 2-point conversion. We get a stop defensively with 1:57 left. Go down, make the plays, outscore them in the second half enough to win this game by 1 freaking point. If I don't have 3 interceptions, we run Penn State out of the stadium today. They were certainly not bad offensively, but they were really, really big play needy. As you can see by the fact they were just 3 for 10 on third downs, 3 for 11 if you count the fourth downs as well. But it took them winning the turnover battle by 3 to keep this as a 1-point game, but a 17-0 fourth quarter for us, able to get it done. The turnover is obviously the massive deal here. But, you know, we were good. I got the run game going a lot better in the second half, which was a really big part to us making this comeback for sure. Was able to balance things out offensively. It ends up working out. Sampson, 29-39, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did throw 3 picks. Obviously, 2 on me, 1 on him. Huge 4th down scramble for him as well. Absolutely massive play. Again, probably his most important play of the year, because if we fail that, I think we lose this football game. Spurlock runs it well. Ahmed runs it well. These guys did a really nice job in the second half when I really needed them. Abram, really, really great game for him. His best one he's had in a while. Tranquil, of course, hit him for a 73-yarder. He was still pretty good otherwise. Nestor, I think, was really good today. Not a lot going on, really, between Mills, Poe, Spurlock, and Ahmed, at least out of the backfield. Ahmed did have a 17-yard reception, but also had a drop. Got hit with some tough, quote-unquote, drops today. Most of them being like at contact right as they're trying to catch it. I think the offensive line played a great game today. I don't think, did have a couple of false starts. I don't think Sampson was sacked at all. Obviously, it's not giving any of them a sack notch towards them. I mean, just made just enough plays. Did just enough. The Wiley sack there on that third down was a massive play. Obviously, as it gave us the chance to call the timeout and then get the ball back and then go lead to that drive. Guys to shout out, certainly, they took a couple of deep shots, and it was Ali, I know, on one side. I think it was Sermon on the other side, way down the field. Maybe it was Let on the deep shot they took on the left side and kind of one-on-one spot. I think it was Sermon, but it might have been Let, and I might be mistaken. So whoever it was, shout out to you. But made two really big plays down the field when they tried to go take shots on third down to try to put this game away. Feel like we did a really nice job in this game, of surviving defensively, because this is a really good Penn State team. Excuse me. Verrett goes 23 of 27, 282, 1 tud, no interceptions. Obviously, some explosives mixed in here. These two running backs were special. Brinza not looking great from like a yards per carry perspective, but he broke 5 tackles. He was really good in the receiving game. Menace was a handful, really, really tough to stop. Verrett did get a touchdown for them as well, but Menace and Brinza were massive parts of what they were doing today. Obviously, Devontae Barkley, a really special player for them. See, Brinza was a menace out of the backfield. Tight end was really good today. Actually only got Menace 1 catch. Okay, he ran the ball really hard though. But yeah, Barkley come out and had a great game for them. Probably will go with their linebacker though. Had 11 tackles and 2 interceptions. He was really all over the field. Now, 2 of those 2 interceptions were just me misreading things. So those are completely on me. Sampson was the one that got the interception, the pick 6. That was the bad throw from Sampson. But yeah, they only got 1 sack here off of Heinrich. Nobody was like credited with the sack on their offensive line. I thought they had gotten maybe a sack off of us. And just 3 tackles for loss. Our offensive line did really, really well today. Hard to really complain. But yeah, you figure we had the 3 turnovers. I don't think they had a single penalty. Not that penalties play that big of a deal normally. We did have 4 of them today. It's a lot for us. We come away with the win. I think, let's go. I need to go find the Brody Sampson 4th down conversion. I think that's what I want to do. Kind of want to use Barkley as their thumbnail player. That's probably what we're going to do. When was the 4th down run? Was it in the 3rd quarter? Was I that desperate for that? I think we were kind of in no man's land. It was like a 54-yard spot. I don't see it. It's obviously not a highlight thing anyway, but I don't even see the conversion spot for us. 4th and 3 for them. There it is. Okay. So yeah, it was a 4th and 3. Don't get the shot there. So let's go. Sampson right here. Let's get just a shot of the background. So what do we want to do? Let's do Barkley. Let's do Barkley. He was their most electric player. I think I'd rather go with him. Cornelius had the 2 interceptions, but Barkley was the special player here for them. I cannot believe we won that football game. I cannot believe we won it. Really similar to that USC game, but we could not stop USC enough in the 4th quarter of that one to come out on top of a game where I was really bad in the first half throwing the football. Just was not being a winning user. but then kind of got hot offensively, but the defense just never could get it together. But we have won the Big Ten championship for 4 years in a row. That's going to clinch a first-round bye for us. We'll see what the college football bracket and all that looks like here in just a minute. Yeah, this was special. This was a lot of fun. Abram, your Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. I can see that. Ezekiel Ajayi, of course, the Ole Miss quarterback, wins the Heisman. Shout out to him. Had a couple of massive, I think he had a 9 touchdown. They scored 91 points against Vanderbilt. I think he threw 9 touchdowns just in that singular game. Spurlock wins the Doak Walker. Okay. Heck yeah. Was not expecting that. Emmett Poe wins the Returner of the Year award. Makes sense. Okay, that's the only things we won. So let's take a look at scores around college football. I need to, first of all, go back to Week 15. We're going to see that Navy beat Army. I forgot to do that last week. Had UAB over Tulane in the American Conference. Had Duke over Miami in the ACC championship game. Had Baylor over Arizona State in the Big 12. So does that mean is Baylor going to be in the playoffs? That'd be kind of crazy. That could be a little fun. A 10-3 unranked team on this screen, and that's after we've simulated the week, gets the win over Arizona State. But are they going to be a high enough ranked conference champion? I don't think so. No, probably not. You'll have UAB, Duke, obviously us with our 1-point win there. Missouri State is certainly going to be in, even Miami of Ohio. So, yeah. So, Baylor is going to win the Big 12 and not make it to the playoffs. Conference USA, we had Missouri State again, blows out La Tech. Miami of Ohio blows out Toledo. Nevada blows out Wyoming. Ole Miss puts one on Georgia here, 48-35. And then we had Coastal Carolina throttling that Southern Miss. And a lot of blowouts here in the conference championship week. And our game certainly looked like it was going to be there for a while. Let's do players of the week. Had Cortez Renaud out of Coastal Carolina, and then Chauncey Willie out of Baylor. Taylor Sampson is the player of the week defensively for Penn State. And, of course, Abram won the conference offensive player of the week. Heisman winner. Of course, Ezekiel Ajayi makes a lot of sense. His wide receiver, Brad Rubin, ends up being second. Take a look at Ajayi's total stats. I think 51 touchdowns in the regular season plus the conference championship game, I believe, is the most that we've seen so far in this series through that stretch, like coming through the Heisman week. I think that's the most. Transfer from Tennessee, ended up going to Ole Miss. And, I bet the Vols wish they had him. Obviously, almost 5,000 yards, 51 touchdowns there. Plus, golly, a 13. This is a Cam Newton. This is Cam Newton at 6', 207. In some ways, obviously doesn't have like 1,500 yards rushing, but that kind of like dual threat ability. I mean, 64 touchdowns in the regular season, absolute insanity. Take a look at his game log here. Take a look at some of these rushing performances. So they beat Vanderbilt 91-24. He threw for 6 touchdowns in that game and ran for 3. So 9 total touchdowns just in that game. Texas, he only had 2 touchdowns. And Mississippi State, he only had 2 touchdowns. But he threw for almost 800 yards in between those 2 games. Every other game was at least 3 or more. Hit 5 or more 1, 2, 3 times. Again, had a 7 passing touchdown game against Alabama. This guy was on a completely other level. Then you look even at the rushing department. Doesn't have a 100-yard rushing game. Does go for 99 against Mississippi State. But a bunch of multiple touchdown games. I mean, absolute freak. Rubin's his top wide receiver. Dwayne Kent. Was he their quarterback last year at Missouri State? I believe he was. He's a 95 overall. Yeah, so Missouri State they might be more challenging than I don't know what their team overall is, but if we have to see them in the playoffs, that could be fun. Rob Tuttle, of course, we got plenty of history with him, ends up in the top 5, and then Greg Biggs, one of the nation's best quarterbacks there at Va Tech. Let's take a look at the awards. So Ezekiel Ajayi there. Tranquil does end up finishing 6th for the Maxwell. I'm guessing he's going to finish 2nd for the Blitnikoff is my guess. Ended up having a really strong season. Like, really, really good season. That is it at that position for us. Walter Camp, Tranquil is there. Of course, Ajaya wins that as well. Peterson, the head coach there at Missouri State, is the coach of the year. Makes complete sense. Davey O'Brien goes to Ajaya, threw way too many interceptions with Sampson. The Bednarik, Treadwell finishes 5th. Hardrick finishes 8th. It's going to be Marcus Pettis out of Duke. He had 4 interceptions. I do not think. I think Treadwell should have won this award. What do the rest of his stats say? 90 tackles, 1 sack, 4 interceptions. Yeah, Treadwell had a much, much, much better season than that. Yeah, I mean, Treadwell had 12 sacks and interception, like 30 tackles for loss. He absolutely should have won that award. Ajobo, the guy from Illinois, a 9 interception season. Yeah, so the Nagurski was Pettis, Treadwell, and Hardrick kind of in that same boat. Thorpe Award, we don't have anybody up for this. Kind of a rarity for us to not have somebody up there. Ajabo wins that there as well. Really surprised that Spurlock ended up winning that award. Litnikov, Tranquil finishes 5th. Okay. Lombardi, nothing there. But it does go to Deshaun Robert out of Duke. Rob Tuttle wins the Unitas Golden Arm Award. Edge Rush of the Year goes to Deshaun Robert. No surprises there. We don't have anybody. Outland Trophy goes to Brett Stock. John Mackey, we don't have anybody up for this. Goes to Rudy Body out of Georgia. Solid campaign. Nothing spectacular, but a solid year. Just kind of a, yeah, probably should have gone with the guy out of Hawaii. Okay. Broyles Award, Nick Petrino. Dick Butkus goes to Pettis. Got Treadwell and Hardrick kind of in the same spots. Remington, Jeremiah Whitaker. Luke Rosa goes to Josh Magana, excuse me. Ray Guy Award, Jet Award, Sean Alexander, Maxwell. Okay. Go to the All-Americans. We'll just kind of look and peek and see who we have. So obviously, Spurlock is a first-team All-American. Good on him. We don't have anybody else on the first team. I cannot believe Treadwell is not a first-team All-American. Tranquil is a second-team All-American. I think that makes sense. Ole Miss has a first team and a second team. Treadwell does make the second-team All-American list. I don't see how Emmett Poe is not a first-team All-American, freshman All-American. He is not, though. Matt Vick somehow gets in, and Emmett Poe does not. Maybe these guys, okay, never mind. These guys played a lot, okay. Okay. So the only freshman All-American we have is Matt Vick, who barely played. So, played 61 total snaps. Big Ten, you got Spurlock, Tranquil, Treadwell is first-team All-Conference players. Brody Sampson makes the second team. Josh Watkins at left tackle makes it. Played 53 downs. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Kranchik at edge makes the second team. Hardrick, Sermon, Ali. Freshman team, Mills, Watkins, Vick, Ruggs. Emmett Poe is not even a... Yeah, I mean, these guys played a lot more than he did. Okay. Take a look at our stats right quick. Sampson, 4,100 yards, 34 touchdowns, 12 interceptions now. Spurlock, your Doak Walker Award winner. I don't really know how, but I don't know what the national stats are. Tranquil easily leading us there at receiver. Treadwell, just a monster season. Should have won a lot more hardware than what he did for sure. But, you know, it's fine. 15 and 19 for Runyon. I guess let's go back here. Tackles for loss. You got the 2 linebackers over 20. Really quiet year for our top, you know, just pass rushing guys. Kranchik off to a hot start, really slowed down. Boykins has never really fully put it together. You can see the sacks, mainly Treadwell. Ali with 5 interceptions at this point. 15 and 19 for Runyon. Punted it 23 times this year. Let's take a look at the CFP bracket. So Ole Miss is the 1 seed, we're the 2 seed, Georgia is the 3, and Penn State is the 4. So the 2 conference championship games between the Big Ten and the Big Ten and the SEC are matched up there. Got Ohio State also in the Big Ten made it. That is it. So those are your top 4. Duke is 5, Va-Tech is 6, Ohio State is 7, Clemson is 8, Miami is 9, Arizona State is 10, Missouri State 11, and UAB is 12. We'll take a quick glance here at Recruiting. So Marshawn Talley, number 1 quarterback in the country. Star development, okay. Saunders, normal. Got a star for Cole, which he was the one I wanted a little bit more than Saunders anyway, so that's at least good, but a little disappointing there. Hazelwood, 3rd-ranked wide receiver in the country, star development. Just normal for Nabarco Davis, okay. He does have 92 speed, though, so maybe we can create something out of that. A Woozy, impact development. Lamar ends up having impact as well. He signed with Alabama, of course. Offensive tackle. Cure is impact. Okay, we'll take that. 5-star guy. 5-star bust. We'll definitely take impact development. Cal McSwain, a 4-star normal. Ellington, 4-star normal. Makes sense because he was a bust. Just needed some bodies there. Breida, 4-star normal. That sucks. Edge. McCants is a normal. Okay. Star, though, for Dwayne Nunn. So 4-star normal and a 4-star star. Outside linebacker. Schluter, 4-star Jim. The 11th ranked outside linebacker in the country, 87 speed, elite development. Excellent pull there. Quinn Irvin, 4-star normal. Mel, 5-star, number 1 player in the country. Ended up being able to bring him in, 89 speed at linebacker. Pretty solid zone and man coverage straight out the gate. Does have elite development. He'll be a guy we'll be getting on the field. We don't have Wooten yet because he obviously has not committed or signed to us. Trumaine, 5-star, number 3 cornerback in the country, 6'1", 91 speed, elite development. Kyle Blum, 4-star cornerback, elite development. Felix Papo, 4-star normal, okay. Then we got a 4-star star development player here, Malik Tompkins. Obviously, we don't know what Stingley's is. That is it for the recruiting class, which right now stands at number 3 in the country. Should end up being top 5. Should feel pretty solid about that at this point. Technically still have the most 5-star commits in the country, just only have 19 in total. But it's a really, really strong upper end class. But that's going to do it here for me today. Do we want to sim? We'll wait. We'll do the sim and then go over the team and everything in the next episode. So if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. What a football game. I hope that you're still watching the series at this point and you get to see that one. Outstanding game. That's going to do it for me here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. At this point, I have an MLB The Show 26 series. So go check that out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.